Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the 3.2 Purification has just released, so you know what time it is. We might as well go ahead and clear it, because what else are we going to do? Now for the teams we're going to be using Sunday, MYDEI, jiaoqiu, and Gallagher on the first half, picking up the skill buff and ultimate buff, since obviously those are quite appreciated here. And then for the second half, we will be going for CASTORICE, tribbie, RMC, and luocha. The reason why I'm using luocha on the second half of CASTORICE instead of on the first half is just because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like Gallagher's healing in Purification, and Apex Shadow and Memory of Chaos. His healing is quite good, but as soon as you clear the first wave, you don't get that many besotted stacks, so I do rather go luocha here for consistency. I find he works slightly better. All units are E0S0 and builds will be at the end. But yeah, that being said, let's just hop right into it. Well, and here we are on the first half with our MYDEI team. I just realized this team is all guys, and they're all pretty damn tall as well. This is just a team of lads. Anyway, let's go ahead and use all of our techniques right away. Gallagher does 51k on his technique. Wow, insane damage. Anyway, okay, let's see, what do we do here? I think I'm just gonna get our healing up already on our Gallagher. There's really no reason not to. I mean, he's gonna give himself the speed skill point back anyway, so you know, might as well. Then I think here, yeah, we can break the trash can. Very nice. So this will spawn in another enemy that our MYDEI can take down in a second. And oh, actually MYDEI already hops in his enhanced skill. I hope this doesn't mess up our speed shooting too much with Sunday. Action advances can be a bit annoying when you're playing with action advanced buffers such as Bronya or Sunday, especially when you want them to go right after, but I think we should still be fine. Anyway, real quick, we pop Sunday's ultimate and then pop MYDEI's ultimate before he can go, so that we don't waste any energy here. Okay, let's see, 300k there on the ult. We love seeing Purification numbers here. Makes me feel even stronger. Okay, we get hit there. Now MYDEI goes again, 226k. Oh, okay, and we do get the grid state now. Okay, that cleared. Cool, new enemy spawn in, another 308k there. I'm pretty sure that was basically exactly the same damage as the ultimate there, which is slightly scary. Well, maybe not exactly, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, enhanced basic here, 490k, very nice. You know, it's just a lot of pretty decent hits. Obviously, if we had his E1, his enhanced skill would be doing even more damage, because obviously it becomes AoE there, which, you know, is very useful for Purification. So if you have an E1 MYDEI, as I know some viewers do, then, you know, you will be over the moon. Your MYDEI will be even better in Purification. Overall, MYDEI isn't really a Purification unit, but, you know, he is getting kind of favored here with the buffs. I mean, the skill and ultimate buff is pretty huge. Oh, of course, it's not that specific of a buff. You know, it will work for other characters. For example, Akron was pretty decent here. I actually tried running a sustenance team of Akron, MYDEI, jiaoqiu, and tribbie, and oh my god, it was doing insane damage numbers. The problem is, no, occasionally when an enemy would take a turn, they actually dealt AoE damage, which meant that my team slowly died even though we were clearing very quickly. So, you know, I just opted to go for a sustained version of MYDEI instead. And also meant we wouldn't have to take tribbie from our CASTORICE, which is always nice. Okay, please hit MYDEI so that he can launch his enhanced basic, and there we go. Okay, let's see, what can we do here? 1 million damage thanks to the grid state. Very much obliged, thank you very much. Okay, we're still building towards some stacks. We're doing fine sustain wise, which is very nice. We are just gonna ult here on our Gallagher, why not? Get all of our healing up just to make sure we stay healthy. You know, jiaoqiu is getting slightly lower down there. Of course, MYDEI, if he wants, can just die, because, you know, hopefully that doesn't demonetize me in game. Okay, yeah. Anyway, MYDEI is gonna go here. Let's pop his ultimate as well. A little bit of extra damage. Also generates some more grit for us. We're on 89. Okay. Now we are gonna ult here on Sunday's turn, which gives us very nice uptime. Is if you can conserve your ult for Sunday's turn without it being a DPS list, then I would recommend it. You know, just for the slightly better uptime. Okay, we got advanced again, like I said before. Hopefully this does not break our turn order. I'm not too sure what my MYDEI stats are at right now, because I'm not gonna lie, CASTORICE has been stealing a couple of his player enrollments from time to time. Okay, 450k there on the skill, and a casual 961k there on the ultimate, and then, sorry, on the, okay, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, ultimate 448k there. I think we did about 1.7 or 1.6 million there in that little damage rotation there with our free actions, which is, you know, very cool. Now, of course, you know, like I said, these are pure fiction numbers. He won't be needing these numbers in MOC. He deals between 200 to 500k, depending on what the attack is there. But those are ones where he is buffed slightly, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But still, Mighty has been a very, very serviceable and very good unit for me. Okay, and there we go. We are now on to the final side? The final wave, that's what it is. We're on the final wave. Okay, Mighty will probably get an enhanced off soon as well. Yep, there we go, exactly. And 364k there. Would have been nice if we could have been in the grid state, but oh well. Okay, now once again we ult our Mighty, and then we're gonna ult on Mighty so that we don't waste any energy again. Okay, and okay, we're one of our grid states, slightly annoying. It would have been nice if we could have gotten buffed on that attack, but then again, Mighty will go right again, and okay, 654k there thanks to the grid state. We all say thank you, grid state, in unison. Okay, we're on 25k points right now. Obviously this is slower than the sustainless run I was doing, but like I said, it's still pretty decent. But yeah, Mighty, like I said, isn't a pure fiction unit. He's doing good right now. I don't think he'll always be good in pure fiction, you know, give it like 2 versions ish. Might fall off a little bit, especially if other DPSs like Anaxa or Final come out, and they're probably going to favor them more, and then I think Castrus is always going to be slightly favored. But, you know, he will still be good. He will still be very good in Memory of Chaos. Memory of Chaos is where he shines, which, you know, is kind of the signature endgame mode of Starro. Epoch Shadow he's good in, as long as there aren't any mechanics which his auto-targeting are going to be bad for. But, you know, other than that, like I said, he is just very solid. Okay, the problem is I don't think we're gonna get hit an extra time. Yeah, unfortunately he weakness breaks that guard, and then we also don't get hit by that guy's attack. So yeah, unfortunately we're just short of 30k, which is kind of the minimum you want, because, you know, you're aiming for 30k on both sides. But if one side is stronger than the other, then you can get away with getting a slightly lower score on the other. Now, of course, you know, Mighty wasn't using tribbie there. Tribbie is absolutely insane in what's this called again? Pure Fiction. So, you know, he definitely would have gotten over 30k there if we were using tribbie instead of jiaoqiu, but what can we do? Anyway, we go straight ahead and explode our dragon right there, and then we go for... oh, okay, that's not very nice of you. Anyway, let's spawn in good old Mem, and then heal Castorus, hopefully also Cleanser. Yes, we do. Perfect. And now let's use our little scythe on the trash can. Only 75k there, but, you know, that's not Castorus' main source of damage. We go again here, 82k, pop up our tribbie ultimate now, so we should be getting higher numbers. We also should be getting close to spawning in Pollux, I believe. If we do this and now use our ultimate with Luocha's healing field, there we go, exactly 100%. So now we go again, and oh, okay, we spawn in our dragon. The dragon should act straight away. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. So now we can just go straight ahead. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do... oh, okay, it's not gonna let us finish this wave off because we killed everyone. Okay, slightly annoying, but what can you do? I will be honest, for situations like this with wave clearing is why I actually kind of prefer Sunday to RMC when it comes to Pure Fiction. I do prefer RMC slightly in Memory of Chaos and Epoch Shadow, although I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like people were doom posting Sunday a bit with Castorus. I actually don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I actually got a faster clear of Sunday than I did RMC when I did my around 675k there on the enhanced skill. That's slightly insane. And also Sunday lets you do more enhanced skills like that, so, you know, it's actually pretty damn good in Pure Fiction, especially when enemy HP pools aren't as high as in Pure Fiction or Epoch Shadow. So yeah, I actually do recommend picking up getting a Sunday here. If you guys saw my Castorus review, you would know that my thoughts on Sunday and Castorus is they are very good together. They got doom posted way too hard, but I wouldn't recommend putting Sunday for Castorus. That's what I will say. But if you do have a Sunday and you use him for like your Mighty or your Blade, but you're not using them, Of course, I had to sneak Blade in there because, you know, obviously everyone's still using Blade, although, you know, buffs in 3.4, maybe his value will get increased. Maybe we'll see more Blade play, hopefully, either as a main DPS or even as a support for Castrus. We'll have to see. But yeah, if you already have a Sunday on your account that you're using for other units, you know, you didn't pull Sunday in 2.7 just for Castrus, then I think you should be pretty damn happy because the synergy does actually work quite well with them, like I said. Especially in Pure Fiction. And like I said in MOC, I got a 1 cycle faster clear with Sunday than I did with RMC, which I didn't expect, to be honest. I expected it to be the same, or maybe Sunday 1 slower, but no. Sunday actually overperformed, but... okay, let's see, tribbie ultimate, and now into our stuff here. I think luocha's healing field's about to go down. Oh, okay, never mind, it doesn't, it's gonna go down next turn. Off this skill, do we get our dragon? No, 5%. Should get it now. Okay, yep, perfect. Now let's quickly pop our Castrus ult. Although I do think Mem is going to force Castrus to go before Neverwing, but that's fine. I think I'm just going to basic here on Luocha. Oh, actually, maybe I should have skilled for the extra energy. Oh, well, too late. Nearly 1,000,000 damage there on Castrus. Okay, oh, and we get to go again. That's actually perfect for us. Another casual 1,000,000 on the skill. Sunday I think will be doing even better. Honestly, my one complaint with Sunday Castrus isn't their synergy, it's just how Sunday's buffs work, where you need to ult when Neverwing is already up in order to get the full buffs and keep recasting, which is slightly annoying. I do wish that his buff works slightly better. You know, if they could just patch that, then that would make Sunday and Castrus like absolutely insane together, although who knows if they will. Anyway, the reason why I'm not ulting here yet is, I mean, first of all, we still have our ult up, but second of all, we're not going to be advancing anything because we are on 0 AV right now, as you can see on the top left, so you know it's not really recommended. But now we do get to, and this should help us out a little bit. Also doing AoE abilities like Mem's action, RMC's ultimate, Tribbie's follow-up when you have a healing field like Gallagher's Bassalted or Luocha's healing field is very good. It will give you a lot of charge. I know 3 of these guys are low, but I'm just gonna full explode the dragon anyway so that we can do as much damage to the Flame Reaver as we can. 2.3 million there on the dragon, you love to see it. 592k there. This is again mostly thanks to the grid state. I hit on the dragon in MOC between, well, I mean, when Castrus was getting shield heavy, it was 1,000,000 I hit. I'd say you can expect more, so around 600 to 800, maybe 800 to 1,000,000. I'm not too sure, probably depends on the buffs and the enemy. I'd be lying if I said I knew expertly. Anyway, once again, go with our big old dragon, and we're closing in on 60k, so we should actually be able to clear here, which is very nice. Obviously, this is very useful for someone who doesn't have the Hertha, or also, I'm not going to be pulling a next on my main account, sadly. The thing is, I really like 3 of the next units, but I feel like I'm going to prioritize Hyacinth and maybe Cypher if we have enough pulls. Okay, first of all, let me check the buff here. Okay, we can see it here. Okay, not that. Oh, okay, yeah, we have to use our skill, so we are going to skill here on RMC to build up as much charge for the dragon as we can, because we are getting close to the our order ending, so you know we do want to finish this up and get a quick 60k. We should, oh, actually maybe I should have targeted the guy on the left. That probably would have killed them both. Anyway, maybe Tribbie can kill him. No, oh, actually, we're gonna get the chance to now on our caster's skill. There we go. And oh, okay, and she's gonna go again. We love to see it. Okay, and that's 60k. Perfect. We were able to clear Pure Fiction. We love to see it. 2.7 million there as well. Will we be able to get another dragon? I think we actually might be able to. Okay, let's think about this. I'm gonna basic here so that we don't go short on skill points, and then next time when it's RMC's turn, I'm going to use our ult. Tribbie here, we're gonna of course skill and then ult as well. Mem is gonna go, although I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get our RMC ult. Actually no, because we're gonna skill, we should be able to get it. Oh, we actually might even get it beforehand. Let's see. The answer is a yes. Perfect. Unfortunately we don't have. Okay, we don't have Luocha's healing field up, so we don't actually need to pop our ultimate yet. I'm gonna pop it now and then go. Oh, this is gonna mean we can't skill on our Castoricse. That is unfortunate. Oh wait, her skill uses HP, not skill points. I'm so dumb. Okay, that's perfect for us. 204k there, and now Mem is gonna let us refresh our buff as well as taking an odd action on our Castoricse to deal 843k, and then Neverwing will deal, let us see, 2.8 million. Perfect, and the Flame Reaver is left only on 10% HP using an E0S0 CASTORICE with an E0S0 tribbie, and first our Castoricse even has the Himiko Lycon instead of the Baidu Lycon. So yeah, that's a pretty insane performance. But yeah, as I was saying, very nice for people like me who don't have a weakness. Although, like I said, an Exa we will be pulling on our alt account. I'll do one temple on this main account to see if he wants to come home and if we get lucky. If not, then, you know, what can we do? But other than that, probably Hyacinth and then maybe Cypher. You know, Cypher is an healthy, so I'm hoping her synergy at E0S0 is good with Castoricse, but we will have to wait and see when they release. And for the livestream, but yeah, with that being said, let's just hop into the character builds and then outro. Well then, as you can see, both Mydeei and Castoricse were able to make pretty good work of this current purification, which, you know, you would expect since they are the two newest DPS. You know, Mydeei got just below 30k, but I will give him a pass because, you know, he didn't have his tribbie, which is very crucial for purification teams. Castoricse, I feel like doesn't need tribbie as much, but, you know, she is the latest unit, so I do want to give her her best in slot team. And then obviously Castoricse did a very good job with it, but at the same time, you know, they are getting kind of chill right now, but it's not the worst that I've ever seen. When it comes to our character builds, like I promised, our Mydeei is on 139 speed, whereas our Sunday is on 136 speed. I recently did just go through all character builds in one big F2P account showcase a while ago, so, you know, I don't want to spend too much on this. But yeah, 34 crit, 154 crit damage, goes up to about 100 to 300 crit rate crit damage in battle, I believe, although it might be slightly lower because we are using Secret Vow right now instead of the Ninja Lycon, which will give us a bit more HP as well as crit damage. This is how our pieces are looking right now. The body piece and boots could do a little bit of work. Plain Rodmans looking like so. Castoricse did steal Mydeei's ore, but this one works fine with him. E0 as well. Real quick for our Sunday. 136 speed, like I said, just slower than our Mydeei. 243 crit damage as well on Bronya's S1 Lycon, which everyone can get from the shop, luckily, with the Star Glitter. I actually got a second copy too recently, which I wasn't too happy about. I would have just rather get a Bronya, but what can we do? You know, just on Sacrados, getting as many speed and crit damage substats as we can. Eidolon's E0 on Sunday. For our Jiaoqiu, who's going to be somewhere over there. There we go, 159 speed. He is on Samples Lycon. I could build him a bit more for DPS because this is pure fiction where he can actually do a decent amount. Talent and ultimate maxed out. Skill left a little bit off, but to be fair, I can't be bothered to change his build. He's on 2-piece speed and then 2-piece rainbow, just getting as many speed and effective rate substats as we can. Obviously, I could put him on Sacrados for a bit more speed, but I haven't given him any of those pieces yet. Then for our Gallagher, who's going to be somewhere over here. There we go. 165 speed. Natasha's post-op Lycon. Also Traces leveled up like so. I do want to get his skill up a little bit more when I get the materials for that. 2-piece speed, 2-piece speed. As well as on the Forge set so that we get the 6% extra speed. I am still farming for the Giant Tree set. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten an energy rope with speed stats yet, but this is a work in progress right now. And then he is also E6. For our second half, Castoricse, 87 speed, so she gets the poet set, 58 crit rate, which is exactly how much you need to get exactly 100% crit rate, because poet will give you 32 and then RMC will give you 10, 198 crit damage, but obviously that will go up thanks to RMC as well as the bone set. If you're wondering why she's on Himiko's Lycon, it's the highest base HP Lycon I have, which is what's recommended. Traces fully maxed out other than the basic attack. For our relics, like I said, both poet set, crit damage, making sure we don't overcap on crit rate as well. HP main pieces other than our chest piece, which is crit damage, E0 as well. And then for our good old Tribbios over here, 88 speed, once again enough for poet set. 54 crit, once again plus 32 from poet crit damage, also plus from bone set and RMC. Dance S5 has been very useful in purification. Poet set as well, obviously like I mentioned, just the leftover pieces from our Castoricse, and then the plain Romans are left over from our Mydeei, Castoricse and Blade. And then she is also E0, of course, like every other unit here. And then for our RMC, I forgot that they're a 5-star. There we go. 166 speed on a 233 crit damage on an R5 victory in a blink. Traces looking like so. I don't feel like their traces are as important. Just make sure you get the mouse right ones. Relics 2p speed, as well as Penacony for the extra little bit of ER as well. HP body. Sorry, HP Orb Robber, and then also ERR Rope, and then also E6. And finally, for our Luocha, wherever he is, there we go. 162 speed, perfect timing, light con S3. Traces, like so. 1 level of skill is missing. Relics, also 2p speed and 2-piece healing bonus. And then, of course, attack for his healing. Broken Keel as well gives us a little bit more crit damage for our units, which can be a bit helpful. And then also E0. So, yeah, that's it for us. Let me know how this pure fiction went for you. And with that being said, hope you enjoyed, and see ya.